Welcome back. For Western New Yorkers looking for a perfect summer getaway, Balloons Over Letchworth has just that thing. Joining us now to talk all about it is Lee and Carol. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so you guys have been around for quite some time. Carol, you started Balloons Over Letchworth. Now you're involved. You guys are father and son, correct?
Right.
Let's hear more about why you started the company and this mission.
I had learned to fly in the Navy, and when I got out, got into airplane aviation, and from that, as a sideline initially, into ballooning. But ballooning was ballooning at that time. That was in the 70s, and been there ever since.
Amazing. It's become such a great treasure down in Letchworth, but really for everyone across Western New York. You guys are located in Letchworth, correct?
We exclusively launch from within Letchworth State Park, and our launch site is located right next to the Middle Falls, which is a spectacular location. And because of the beauty of that park, recently voted again the #1 state park in the country.
For very good reason.
For very good reason.
Yeah.
Because it is so spectacular, it draws attention locally and from around the world.
What do you want people to know about hot air balloon riding? I mean, it's one of those things that it sounds so magical. There's so much positive things around it, but some people might be scared of going up. So what do you want people to know?
A lot of people's first reaction is that they think they might be afraid of heights or might be afraid of the ride itself. And certainly there's an element of height, and people could be nervous about that. But the overwhelming sense and reaction from our passengers is the sense of beauty, peacefulness, and serenity when you fly. It is that spectacular and that beautiful, and that tends to be people's reaction about it.
Yeah, so how does it work? I mean, if someone wants to do a hot air balloon, how does it work? I'm sure it's very weather dependent.
It is highly wind and weather dependent, that is true. So we're really careful about walking people through what to expect from scheduling a ride. We only fly morning and evening when the wind and weather are right. So to book a balloon ride, you just contact us. We talk you through all the details, and then we check weather really a couple of hours before the flight is scheduled, and then we put a message on. People come out if the weather is good, and then we can fly. So it is very wind and weather dependent, and we walk passengers through that process.
Sure. And how many people can ride in that bucket?
We have multiple balloons. The biggest balloon that we have carries 8 to 10 passengers. The second balloon, 6 to 7 passengers, and the third one is 4 passengers. So we can accommodate all different sizes of groups, and so anything from a couple, private flight, engagement, proposal, something like that, all the way up to a bigger group we can handle.
Love it. Those pictures are so spectacular. I actually heard about Balloons Over Letchworth with the big Red, White, and Blue Festival that always happens Memorial Day weekend. But Carol, what's been most inspirational for you? You started this amazing company. So many riders have been impacted. What's been so special for you?
It's really neat to introduce people to flying. When you're in the balloon basket, you're moving with the wind. We just drift with the wind. There's no steering wheel, no engine, so we go with the wind. But that means that it feels calm and quiet and peaceful. So that's the fun part of the interesting sensation of the ride itself. To me, after 50 years, the cool thing is to be doing it with my kids. We have 4 kids. They're all involved. Some of the grandkids are getting involved. So that's the really special part to me.
And how high up do the balloons go?
It varies depending on the flight. Typically, what I tell my passengers is you'll get high enough to see a great view, but the real question is how low will you fly? And typically we like to say probably lower than they feel this should be comfortable, because we can brush through treetops and pick leaves and fly down into the gorge potentially if the wind cooperates. So it's a wide range, and we try to give everybody the best experience available that day, and that often means flying a little bit higher and flying a little bit lower.
And I'm sure your summer and fall months are very, very busy. Do you fly in the spring, or I'm sure
we do.
not? Okay. All right, perfect.
We have just kind of kicked off our season here. We've flown some flights just recently. We'll probably accelerate through this season, and we'll get more and more busy heading into fall, when we tend to be the most busy because of the foliage in Letchworth State Park.
Yeah. So what's what's been so great for you as far as taking people out? What's been some things that people have said about their experience?
The sharing special moments with passengers is really neat. One of those, one of my favorites is those proposal flights. And a couple of years ago, the first 3 flights of the season were all proposal flights. So being that involved in that special of a moment for our passengers is really a special thing. And we've done that many times. A lot of times they're celebrating special occasions for this. Maybe the most rewarding thing that I do is the school assembly programs where we share the experience with the kids and their eyes light up and love to see the balloon in the gym. We do the educational program. So that's one of the most rewarding. And then sharing these special moments with passengers is just a lot of fun.
Well, thank you, Lee and Carol, for being here today. So many fun things that you guys get to do. So thank you for being here and sharing more about your company. You can book your balloon ride today by visiting balloonsoverletchworth.com or call them at the number on your screen with any questions. Thank you again.
Thank you.